Greetings everyone, Toko here and welcome back to more Super Mario RPG Legends and Stars. Wonder where we're going today, after the Geno Doll that came alive at the end of the last episode, I guess. Mum, you'll never believe what I just saw. It was amazing, Mum. I just saw Geno walk into the forest. Neat, huh? Yes, dear, that's nice, dear. And isn't Geno the one who broke my lamp the other day? Oh, Mum, that was just, now this was real. I like how you can walk around doing this. I swear, Mum, really, it's true. I saw him outside. All right, Gaz, let's hear it. What are you trying to get out of this time, huh? Mum, I didn't do anything. I really, truly saw Geno walking into the forest. Oh, this boy is impossible. Okay, so Geno's gone into the forest. I guess we better go after him. He seems to have been possessed by one of the stars or something. Something happened last time. Something I forgot to do last time, by the way. You should definitely get those item boxes when I did, because if you don't, you can't get them afterwards, after the father comes in and then deny you did. Frog coin on the bed there. And one other thing is behind his house, there's another of those invisible characters you can talk to. You have to actually talk to him, press A. Found me, huh? What are you doing walking around here, though? You must be pretty bored. Okay, so with that, I guess we'll head into the next area. Oh dear. Okay, here we go. Everyone's favourite place, Forest Maze. Okay, so we've got little mushrooms hidden. There's 5 hidden blocks around here, I believe. Here's one of them, right at the entrance. Keva Cola, so really good item right there. That heals all the full party. Okay. Everyone loves this theme. It's in C# minor, although when I play it on the piano, I usually play it in D minor. A new enemy right here, Wiggler. If you can jump on it like 10 times over, I think, you get a frog coin. So this is one way of getting infinite frog coins. I've never been that good at it. Oh, flip. Okay, first enemy from the Forest Maze is the Wiggler, classic Mario enemy from Super Mario World. Nice little flower on his head, 120 HP, 40 attack, 25 defense, 10 speed. Nothing really that hard. I quite like him, honestly. Like most of these enemies, I like them. I like their design. So, strong to nothing, weak to fire, so use fire on it. Spell Sandstorm, that'll give you fear. Fear is like a superpower, it keeps you fast. Actually, no, it cuts your attack and defense in half. Unintentional rhyme! Whoa! And special attack, we've got Bubble Shot from before, if you remember, fires a bubble. And Vigor Up! And Vigor Up increases its attack. So yes, Wiggler, quite a nice enemy, honestly. Psychopath quote is, I'm just a helpless Wiggler. Oh, be nice to him, be nice to him. Just speak gentle when you defeat him mercilessly in your battle. Okay, so, I think just regular attacks, it's not too strong, Vigor Up! Yep, that just raises its attack, of course. Bump, bump. If you don't have the weapon for Mallow, it's still perfectly doable. I mean, you can easily beat the game. There's other weapons. 0. There's other weapons Mallow will get later on, but, it's nice to have a more powerful thing at this sort of point, Oh, yeah, Vigor, so funny. Anyway, yes, everyone loves Forest Maze. It's got a bit of a reputation for being a place people get stuck in. People sing songs about it. It's very bizarre. All, I think, coming from the fact that the music is, so catchy and popular. It's sort of like a Hungarian melody because it goes up and down like that's like going up and then back down. There are actually lyrics to this. I guess I ought to sing them. Well, let's wait. Oh, new enemy. Okay, first we've got the Amanita, which is a nice little mushroom fella, little toadstool guy, 52 HP, 35 attack, 30 defense, nothing really that hard, weak to fire, so use fire on it. Special attack, Spore Resist, turns you into a mushroom. Every party member has their own colour mushroom, which is quite nice for them, I suppose. That just means you can't attack or defend or do anything, but you heal a little bit every turn, like 3 or 4 HP. It's randomised, I think, but just a random little bit. If you've got the safety badge or something, then you don't get turned into a mushroom. Yes, the big thing with Amanita is that they're disguised as mushrooms. So when you're going around the Forest Maze, you'll find these little mushrooms, and some of them are actual mushrooms, and some of them are Amanita because of their design. They're camouflaged in their Amanita design. Anyway, and the Psychopath quote is, gotta work on my tan, which is a rather odd reference to some trigonometric function. Okay, we've also got the Buzzer, 43 HP, 37 attack, 25 speed. They're really fast. Buzzers tend to attack before party members and any enemy in the game that's like Buzzers. Like later on, there's enemies that look like them, but a bit different. They tend to be faster. They're weak to Jump and Thunder. Escape is something they'll do if they're alone. If they're like the only enemies left in the fight, they'll escape, or they might escape. Special attacks, Thorn It, that just fires a spike out to do a bit of damage. Not much from them really. Psychopath Thought is just Buzz, which I think is quite fitting for them really. And we've also got the Gorilla, 135 HP, quite a lot for a regular enemy at this part in the game I think. 42 attack as well, 32 defense, they can be quite difficult. Strong to nothing, weak to fire. Fire is really good in the Forest Maze just generally. If in doubt use fire, it tends to work. Special attacks, Boulder Toss. Special attack Boulder Toss, he throws one boulder at you, it does quite a bit of damage. The thing with a lot of these enemies throughout the game in fact is they're hard because you have to keep fighting them over and over in groups. Any one time, any one enemy isn't really that bad generally. Psychopath quote is, "Don't confuse me with someone else," because of course I guess they're thinking of Donkey Kong or something. Or Cranky Kong maybe, the original Donkey Kong apparently. Okay, what I might do now is I'm going to try super jump on the Gorilla. There you go, 207. See, if you really don't want to have to deal with an enemy, that tends to work quite well. Yeah, Psychopath is like Tattle in Thousand Year Door or the original Paper Mario, or Tippy's scanny thing from Super Paper Mario. You know, it's not really going to help you that much, and considering I'm already giving you information about the enemies, you shouldn't ever really need to do it. There you go, they're all dead. I always think the battle, well, I'll tell you in the next fight, there's something going on here. Oh, more enemies. Yeah, the rock in the background, I always think looks a little bit like a face, like it's got like a little monster thing. Especially if you're watching it on like a proper CRT television. Oh, poison. Okay, since you can get poisoned here, I suppose it might be a good idea to put poison immunity on Mallow. Probably, it's probably a good idea. I might do that in a second. But yes. When you're going through, I mean, you don't have to go for hidden blocks, but there's one hidden block here I absolutely recommend getting because it has a really good item, but we'll get to that later. So if I go on, you know, status or equip, I guess I can give Mallow the antidote pin. It lowers her defense, well, 3127 compared to potentially 3228, 3430. I mean, this is really quite a bit higher. I don't know. I would argue poison isn't that bad. And you're going to pick up enough mushrooms here and stuff that I would argue, you know, having higher defense is more important. But, you're enemy. This is the Octolot. Nice little enemy, 99 HP, so almost 100, but didn't quite make it. 38 attack, 27 defense, 25 magic attack, 30 magic defense, and 3 speed, so it's alright. Flame Wall, Lightning Orb, Flame, we've all seen before, they can be quite annoying. Anything that attacks all the party members can be quite annoying, I think. It's weak to fire, so use that on it once again. Special attack Gunk Ball can mute your party members, so you can't use magic, so it's generally good to take the Octolot out a bit quicker than some of the other enemies, because it can be quite annoying. And the Psychopath quote is, "Check out my legs." Okay. I think its shells with the bat wings are a bit more interesting personally, but apparently it loves its legs. A lot of the mushrooms that I was going to say, you think are Amanita. I love Amanita designs games. I'm just going to jump, I don't know. A lot of the mushrooms, you know, you think they're proper mushrooms, and then of course it turns out they're these Amanitas. Amanita design. Honestly, Machinarium is incredible. That didn't do much. You know. Botanicula is alright. Well, when Botanicula came out, I thought initially it's better than Machinarium. I remember once I was lying in, I was camping somewhere, and I was arguing with my sister over whether or not, oh god, just shell him, over, Shell Shocked, whether Botanicula was better than Skyward Sword, and I remember thinking, I don't want to admit Botanicula is better than flipping Zelda game, but I sort of preferred it. But no, Skyward Sword's better. But obviously Botanicula was brilliant, Machinarium's great, Botanicula is not quite as good. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Amanita Design, they make incredible little games. They made one called Happy Game quite recently. Oh, okay, there's another mushroomy thing. Amanita. But yes, There's another hidden block right here. Oh, now you see the arrows are starting to fall. It's somewhere here. Here you go. What was that? A frog coin? So yes. Hooray! Attack up! Ah, that's a new attack right there. So you see, that's turned Mallow into a mushroom. The thing is, when you're a mushroom in this game, there's two things to it. I will say, by the way, I think it's worth taking these buzzers out first, because they attack quickly and they're very weak. They're always going to die in one attack. Yes, when you're a mushroom, you heal. You can't do anything, but you're healing a tiny bit every turn. So I always think it's almost like a little counterbalance between it's bad, but you're actually gaining HP. But of course, you're still going to be being attacked. So in a sense, it's not so good. But yes, so let's go on. But yeah, I mean, the designs games are all great. Now this area right here is 7 tree stumps. There's particular ones you need to go in. You can't make any progress till you've got in and had a look around and stuff. So I suggest I'll start doing that. Okay, let's have a look. There's a hidden block here somewhere. Yep. Oh, flip. Oh, see, look at that little rock in the background. It just looks like a little face thing. See, look, these guys always attack first. Oh, I'm not defending them, though. So you really want to take them out quickly, because otherwise they'll just keep doing it. So, bonk, bonk. How is that getting him? It's like a staff. He's sitting on the ground, and it's causing the bee to get got. It's not even like maybe when the enemies are on the ground, it's doing some sort of shockwave thing, but it's not even doing anything. I guess it's supposed to be some magically invisible spell or something. But, you know, like, look, that's actually sort of hitting it, at least. But there we go. They're defeated. And... got my flower that points back, at least. Miss! Ha! Bam! There we go. And... level up! I thought that might happen. Level 7, so we'll go for HP now, I believe. And yeah, Mallow level up too. HP. Because it's divisible by 3 with a remainder of 1. Do you get it yet? I assume you do. I wonder if I should change the equipment. I was about to heal. Actually, yeah, I was thinking then. Maybe I should heal them. But thinking about it, they don't need it right now. I'm going to use that to get the flower points back. It's not like in Starting New Door when you level up, you know, all your stats go back up. Can't attack me. All your stats go up again. But in this game, flower points don't get recovered like instantly if you level up or anything. They still stay like that. Some of these rooms don't have hidden blocks in them, I guess, and they're just nothingness. It's always worth sort of searching under the these light bits, I think, if you're looking for hidden blocks, because that's where they tend to be. It's around there. Ooh, see, this is C sharp minor, so what's that? F sharp major, because it's dominant. Oh god. Okay, I will say it's quite likely here actually that you might these bees obviously chase you around. You might actually get to the point, because you're picking up so many mushrooms. Don't you enemy! Because you're picking up so many mushrooms in this place. Oh no, it's not you enemy. Oh, we fought this guy already. Oh, it's like in Donkey Kong. Oh, that didn't do much. Because you're picking up so many mushrooms in this place, it's likely you might have too many items fairly soon. This is quite likely, of all the places in the game, this is the first time you might really just get too many items. But I mean, it's worth, you know, just using mushrooms because you get so many constantly. I mean, you know, it's not a hard RPG, you know. It's not like Chrono Trigger at the end. There's a bit where you can go around and go and buy all the healing items and all that if you want them. And so I always think, yeah, it's like in this game, there's no point of no return or point where you can't just go back and get loads of good items if you want them. I mean, there's some points where it's harder to go back, but there's never a point where you can't go back. I'll say that now. So, you know, there's not really many missable things particularly. I think in here, is there... here, this hidden block. I like this. You missed! That does nothing. It's just a random hidden block. They're actually called like surprise chests or something officially, but yes, there's just like, you missed. I always thought that was quite fun. Okay, let's go down here. What do we have? More enemies, wouldn't you know it? I don't know, is there a hidden block in here? I don't know, I don't think so. There isn't one there. No, what's he doing? Yes, that does a lot. I mean, I would argue it's worth definitely taking these enemies out, even if, you know, I'm not fighting all of them entirely as much as I normally would. Normally I go out and fight all of them, but I'm trying to make it a bit faster paced. But, you know, if you, can't get me. If you want to, level up and all that, it's perfectly reasonable. It's just another good place for leveling up and stuff, I would say. Honestly, what have we got? Anything in here? Doesn't look like it. Just one mushroom. feel sad for him just sitting around here. That's what he does. He just wanders around this little place of 2 mushrooms. All they do is wander around. That's it. That's their entire life. Can they see? They just sort of walk around in this dark little cave. I mean, they can't use the springboard. There you go. I'm killing them in 1 hit now. So, haha, and I got a mushroom. I think I might just use that, actually. Well, I don't really need to. Mario's fully healed. The biggest problem is probably going to be running out of flower points. Much more. In fact, that's usually the case in this game. For most events, you're more likely to run out of flower points. So let's go down the very last tree stump here. And what do we have? Good thing there's a springboard here, or you'd just be stuck forever in all these places. Sleeping Wiggler. Hello? Ah! Walking into him does that, does it? Flung me out, and that causes an entrance to appear. Okay, now if we go back in, now with the Wiggler has been woken up. Oh, alliteration. And have a look over here, there's a hidden block, and it's got a Coca-Cola! It's always good. It's good to get those. I mean, they're some of the best items in the game, honestly, so, it's worth doing them. Right, let's keep going this way, and what have we got? Okay, let's go down here, let's follow him. Another cave. And another sleeping Wiggler. Hello? Oh, is he just asleep now? You can't even do anything with him. Not that I necessarily would want to. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason this game, this game entirely, but also this theme in particular is so wonderful. There's a quaint sort of nostalgia to it. It's absolutely lovely. Once again, there's just a niceness. But I've heard people say who've never even played this game, they'll hear this music. Ah! Sorry. That was good. They'll hear the theme of Forest Maze and think, it's reminiscent of some childhood experience or something, and it's like, they might not even have ever played the game, yet that's just the effect it has, because it's got this naturalness to it, or something. I'm not sure I could really entirely sum up what's so good about it. It's just a nice little perfect theme. C# minor, it modulates up to, well, let's see, F# minor, because if it was in D, it would go up to G minor, so up to the subdominant, that is 4th higher. And then ends up on the dominant. Did I say F# earlier? I mean, it'll be G# if it's in C#, or A flat, of course. But you wouldn't have a piece in D flat major. That would be insane, or D flat minor even. It'd be insane. D flat minor. So what? Is that the same as flipping? Hang on, D flat. So that's the same as D flat minor. If it was C minor, it's E flat. So D flat is the same as F flat major. Yeah, I can see why I've not heard of it much. If you don't know about music theory, maybe I'm going to go far, but it's nice to know this stuff. Circle of fifths is one of the absolute best inventions of all time, honestly. As in, it's just the thing, if you want to know, the key a piece is in, you've got the time signature, key signature, spore assist. Thanks. I've been mushroomized, as Earthbound would say. I like how different party members become different colours from that. Yes, if you want to know what key your piece is in, if it's got 2 sharps, well, that's D major. I mean, the best way really is just play a bit of music and you'll get used to it, recognising it. But there's certain acronyms, if it's 1 sharp, that'll be F# and it's G. I mean, the trick is you look at the sharp and you go 1 semitone higher. So if it's F#, that's G major, because 1 semitone above F# is G. If it's 2 sharps, the second sharp is C#, so that'll go up to D major. And the relative minor is just I don't know, a tone and a semitone below it. So if it's E flat major, a tone down is C#, a semitone below that is C, so it's C minor is E flat major. Mario's been poisoned, but oh god, they're not even dying. That's 0. I'm going to use this just to kill both of them quickly, because otherwise Mario's going to take more poison damage. But yes, with sharps, it's always just look at the latest one, the last one on the thing, on the key signature, and go 1 semitone higher. With flats, you have to look at the penultimate one. If there's 1 flat, you just know it's F major. But if there's 2 of them, that will be, B flat, and then, let's think, B flat major, so it's going to have E flat. So you look at the penultimate one as B flat, so it's it's B flat major. I don't think there's any hidden blocks there. Save point. Hey, I think this might be a good time, speaking of music, to start singing the song, so... Actually, no, you know what? I'll do that next time. So, in the next episode, we'll continue the search for Geno. We'll try and save the world and we'll delve further into the forest maze. Thank you very much for watching, and ta-ra! So, first enemy in the forest maze is the Wiggler. Classic enemy, of course, from Super Mario World. 120 HP, 40 attack, 25 defense, 10 speed. I don't tend to read out the magic stuff as much, but that's just because it's not really that significant, is it? I mean, and we've got strong to nothing, weak to fire, which means use fire on it, of course. Spells Sandstorm, don't know what that does, but I better look it up. Give me half a moment. Sandstorm, open the tab. Oh god, hang on, let's redo this.